It's Joe Burrow, man. I watched him in college. I just love the way he presents himself out on the football field. In the pocket, he's just so calm, and he just slings it out on the field. I just love his swag, too. If I had to pick a quarterback, it'd be the young buck, Joe Burrow. He's killing it right now in the game. Now, this is the second day in a row we've heard a star player talk about Joe Burrow this way. Here's the question I have for you, Key.
Yes.
Are we going to see the Bengals start to attract star players, or even if it's name brand players who still got something? I'm looking at like anywhere between, and these are defensive guys, but like J.J. Watt and Von Miller. Guys who can still play at one level or another, have brand names where they were once great, but they're still good. Like at least guys like that, are they going to want to play with Cincinnati?
Well, the key is we talked about Joe Burrow, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that. Now at the end, guess what you just said? Are they going to want to play with Cincinnati and in Cincinnati? Mm-hmm. As long as Cincinnati is winning, that's all guys want to do. They want to win. Joe Burrow effect is a cherry on top. There's no question about it. But if you are a winning team, you attract me. If you are a losing team, I'm not trying to go to Cincinnati. You couldn't get anybody the last several years to go to Cincinnati unless they was drafted there. You wasn't high-priced free agents wasn't going there unless they needed to hit pay dirt. But I think the combination of winning in a young quarterback that has some ability to be great for a long time, you'll get people saying to themselves, okay, this is a real team. I got a real opportunity to be in the playoffs every single year. So you will attract people because of that.
And don't overlook culture, guys. Culture goes a long way, right? Like, do I want to be part of that culture of that franchise? And if that culture is led by guys like a Joe Burrow or guys who take that alpha role by saying, hey, this is me. This is the kind of environment we have. Because maybe this is too inside athlete key, but you and I both know, like, all the cultures ain't the same now. Like, there's some places you go, like, you might be winning, but you're like, damn, I just may want to be in here long enough to win just so I can get a better contract to be out. I feel like the culture they're creating in Cincinnati is one where you feel like I can get paid here, but I also want to stay here as long as this continues to ride out.
Well, you got to win, though, right?
Yes,
and that's
what I'm saying, yeah.
They've turned it around. They're in the Super Bowl, and they got young guys that has a lot of personality and a lot of snack, crackle, pop, whether it's Mixon, whether it's Joe Burrow, whether it's T. Higgins. They just got a young team that feels like they're going to be around in the AFC for several years to come. So with that, you say to yourself, when free agency comes around, I'll take a look at them. You know, and that's just any team that's winning. The Las Vegas Raiders, they can't attract free agents like that because they're not winning to the point where people are like, okay, I want to go play for the Raiders. You know, and until they start winning, you know, like the Rams are winning. When the Rams was under Jeff Fisher and they wasn't winning, people wasn't lining up in free agency to go play with them. Now, all of a sudden, they winning and they rolling. Dudes is like, yo, trade me over there.
Could you imagine if Joe Burrow played in a place like L.A. or Vegas? I mean, you brought up Vegas and Derek Carr. Derek Carr, good quarterback. Vegas, solid team. But, oh, my God, he's doing this in Cincinnati. And I agree. I believe, rather, that he has made it an attractive destination for all the reasons you guys just laid out. They're winning. They're ballers on the team. And they have a kind of – this is like – you know, people like to compare Joe Burrow's what everyone wanted Baker Mayfield to be. But the Bengals right now are what the Cleveland Browns aspired to be. Collection of young ballers with the right attitude on the same page – where it's the whole locker room type deal, and you know they know they're good. The whole thing. You need the quarterback for that. Baker
absolutely.
is not he's okay, but he's not. Odell gets to Cleveland. They don't have chemistry, but more than that, Odell's a baller. Nick Chubb and all these guys, and they got to look at Baker and like, you're not really – you know, game recognized game.
There's levels to it.
You're not really on this level. But these dudes in Cincinnati looking at their quarterback like he's that dude.
Well, he carries himself as that guy. When you are carrying yourself as such and you backing it up with your play, people going to follow you. That's just the reality of it. When you have a Baker Mayfield's case, you on every commercial, seems like you're on every commercial that there is, but your play isn't backing those commercials up. Players then tend to say, well, wait a minute, man, you concentrating on the wrong things. Instead of getting the players to help you, you more worried about everything about yourself. And so now you get the negative trickle-down effect where you don't see Joe Burrow. Like, Joe Burrow is cracking right now. Correct me if I'm wrong. I ain't seen him on nothing. And I could be wrong because, I may have missed something, but I haven't seen him on nothing.
But think about what it sets you up for, too, Key. And you made that great, valid point about, when you aren't getting the ball thrown to you the right way, it makes you focus. People start to focus on you to a degree, right? You start to focus on you, man, I got to get out of here. I got to find somebody to put me in a better situation. Like, think about all that attention starts to come about what you need for yourself. When that ball's being thrown to you the right way, you have to make the right play, and it's consistently thrown to you the right way, and you're like, I got so many opportunities here. Like, that's just a different of individual mindset as well, and that's what Joe Burrow brings to the table.
What Dick Vermeil said yesterday on this show,
accuracy.
It blew my mind because, again, Burrow has that thing that we all like to talk about. So the moxie, the extra dimension, the intangibles, the winner, he makes good decisions, all that kind of stuff. What we don't talk about enough, in my opinion, is the dude is 6'4", who he got legs on him, and Dick Vermeil sat here and or came on this show and said he was the most accurate passer he's ever seen out of college. So on top of all that, like, I watch you, Key, when you sometimes watch plays and a receiver gets the ball just right, you look at that thing like you're in heaven. You're like, oh, it's so, like you appreciate it at such a level.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.